Good morning, YouTube. It is 8:22 a.m. I've just finally made myself get out of the house, but I was meant to do gym at 5:30 this morning, and I'm gonna be honest, did not make it there. I woke up so tired and sore, and then must have just passed back out because I didn't wake up till like 7:40. So I've decided I'm gonna go to the beach. The waves were massive yesterday. So I'm just going to go watch people surf. I'm not actually going to go in because Sean's working today and I don't want to go out in big waves on my own. So I'm going to go just get some clips of people surfing and stuff, see what it's like, go for a walk. I've also come to the realization that I've got a lot of people inquiring coaching right now as well, but I've got no extra time I can have the track or anything to be able to coach any more hours. So that's the problem I'm dealing with. And I want to help as many people as I possibly can in BMX because I love helping people, and I wish I had someone helping me do things when I was younger. So I figure the best way for me to help as many people as possible is through YouTube. So I'm going to try and prioritize this a little bit more, just to answer questions, give feedback, talk about things that people struggle with and stuff like that. So yeah, again, if you have any questions from like today or moving forward, let me know, and I'll try and make videos about each and every question that someone has so that I can help as many people as possible, because I'm sure if you have that question, there's probably a million other people around that also have that same question and just aren't asking it. So let me know and we'll go from there. But right now, I'm gonna go to the beach. It is so windy. The cyclone is coming for sure. I just got stuck in so much traffic. Sorry, someone was looking at me. I got nervous. I was just stuck in so much traffic to get to Mooloolaba that it took like 45 minutes. And then right as I drive into Mooloolaba, it starts raining. And now it's windy which it was always windy, but it started raining. So now I'm going to get wet because I was planning on having a walk. This is not enjoyable. I'm getting drenched. The moment I go to the car, it just got heavier and heavier and heavier. It's also so windy that I doubt anyone's surfing. I'm going to assume that it's going to be just a mess out there. Turns out I was wrong. There's heaps of people out there surfing and the wind's offshore, so it's actually not that blown out. So I'm going to go down a bit further to where they're all surfing and we'll get some clips. I'm now running because I'm getting poured on. I want to get under a tree. I brought my big camera out to film today, but I'm glad I didn't bring it in because it would be getting drenched. Oh, set coming. All right, I'm out. It's way too wet now and I'm cold and it's windy and it's raining heavier. So time to bail. My dad actually got home from Japan yesterday, so I'm gonna go to his house right now because he lives near here. Quickly grab a bunch of stuff off him that I lent to him to take over there, like cameras and stuff, and then head back home and probably do gym or something because it's not a day to be outside at all. Fuck, that was so embarrassing. I just come out of my dad's apartment and went to get in the car and I was carrying all the snowboard stuff. It's so windy, my hat got blown off my head up the road. I had my hands full of stuff. Tried to chase up the road. Every time I got close to my hat, it would get blown further and further and further. And there's this guy here gardening. I was just watching me struggle. Why is it that when you chase something, it just gets further away? Just got home from the gym. Had a solid session, actually. Really good gym session. Really good sauna after. Just eating some steak now. And then I'm going to head out for a run, I think. I'm just keeping myself busy because it's raining, it's windy, and I don't think I'm going to be doing any coaching in this. So it's probably going to be a very boring video, but this is day-to-day life, and yeah, there's definitely no riding going on in this wind. That's for sure. I'll give you the drill on that one, but we're going to stay busy here. I might even throw in another ice bath later. When I cross this line in front of me, we're on. Let's get into it. I really don't want to do this right now. My legs hurt from the gym. I don't know why my calf's cramping, but I'm sure as I warm up, it'll get easier. I'll see you at kilometre 1. That's 1 kilometre, 5:26 pace. Meant to be a cruisy run. The craziest thing about that is that was only a 5:26 pace, yet I feel like I've been pushing, but could have to do with the huge headwind I'm dealing with. When I walked outside before as well, I tried to give myself every excuse to not come do this run because it's windy. Looks like it's going to rain. I'm trying to learn to just do everything now. I used to be really good at it growing up. I'd have to do training, I'd just get it done then and there. And now I've been a huge procrastinator, so I'm trying to get back into the routine and just do it now. Kilometre 3, 5:10. The other day, I came for a cruisy run and went like 5:30, 5:05, 4:43. You can't expect to be faster and better every single day. Adaptation takes time, and the athlete you are today is a byproduct of what you did months and months and months ago, not a byproduct of what you did yesterday. All right, you know the drill. I said I was gonna ice bath. I'm running out of time, so I need to get in there. Oh, looks cold. We've definitely dealt with worse. I can get around an 8.7. Not one bit of me wants to be in here right now. I feel like 8.7 degrees like almost feels worse than 5, because at 5 degrees you just go numb. 8.7 is just cold. And today I don't have the blue sky to look at. Doing things like this that build resilience is just as important as training hard. It's actually a funny story. Back in 2019, the year that I won Grands, was the first time in my life I'd ever ice bathed. And I was living in Texas. It was winter. That's where I was training, in Fort Worth. And every single night after training, I'd come home and I'd go in the pool, which was sitting at like 3 degrees, I think. And I'd do pool, hot tub, do some contrast therapy. And it was so brutal getting in the pool and staying in there for 3 minutes. But every time I did it, I felt like I got mentally stronger. And that, whether it's by coincidence or cause and effect, but when I got to Grands that year, that was the most mentally strong I've ever been at a race in my life. I'd won all year, so all the pressure to win Grands was on me. My parents flew over from Australia and they were there, so I obviously didn't want to let them down. And then I went there. I didn't win every single race, but I won all 6 main events. I won all 3 rock main events and all 3 main events of the Grands. And I never at any point felt like I was faltering. And the only thing I'd changed from training I'd done in the past to training I'd done that year before Grands was making myself get in cold water and deal with it. So I think I personally believe that mental strength and resiliency that I built from doing those ice bars every night in the freezing cold weather in Texas when it was the last thing that I wanted to do, I think that is where I got the mental benefit from. And I genuinely put half of my mental strength at Grands that year into ice bathing leading up to it. I think there's huge benefit in doing things that you don't want to do and pushing through things you don't want to do, whether you want to do it at the time or not, or if you think it's going to benefit at the time or not. In the long run, it will have benefit and you will become a better person, better athlete because of it. So, and that's 4 minutes. That's actually solid. I was only planning on doing 3, but I got distracted talking, so it's a 4-minute ice bath. We'll take that, head dunk, and then let's go to the gym. Oh my God, I'm cold. It was freezing, but I love it because you get out and the dopamine hit you get is just so good. Once it's done, you feel so damn good. But sitting here in this wind is not making me any warmer. Oh, I think it's so crazy how many benefits an ice bath has. Like, I think it's got so many health benefits and stuff, but I think like the benefits that it has mentally aren't even like that often talked about, and I feel like that's my favorite benefit you get from an ice bath. Like, you gain so much from just pushing through something that doesn't feel possible, it doesn't feel like it should be possible. And I think it's crazy like what you can actually withstand and what you can put your body through even when you don't think like that you can. Because it's like you get in the cold water and your body freaks out and you think you're gonna die. But it's like as soon as you come to the realization that you're not gonna die, and if you just calm your breathing and focus, you can just literally sit through it. And I didn't think it would have a mental benefit leading up to Grands. In hindsight, when I look back on it, is when I realized that I think it was the reason I was so mentally strong when I got to Grands, because there was times at Grands where I had laps that weren't great and I'd get fourth and stuff, but when I was going up for them finals and stuff, there was never a point where I doubted if I was going to win or not. Yet, even early those days, I lost races. But when I got to the main events, it's like I knew I was mentally stronger and I knew that that's why I was going to win, which is what I spoke about on a podcast a while ago. And I think all of that came from the ice bath. That's all I changed. It took me 5 years to win the Grands, and I'd never ice bathed any of those years, and I ice bathed in 2019. All right, I really need to stop procrastinating because I've just been sitting here talking now to the camera, and time is getting away from me. And
so much he's showing me, shaping me, growing me, taking me sowing seeds, a growing tree, y'all get a load of me, yeah, don't let them slow me, I get the bag like a grocery, I'm on my grind like I'm supposed to be, and I do not care if you notice me. Boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes, stop it.
Gym was a burner. I tried to get some clips of what we were doing, but we did a conditioning thing at the end where it was like skis and then offset lunges with a ball on your shoulder. And it was brutal, but because I was like constantly running around and moving, I couldn't film it, but it hurt. I was dying after, as you would have just seen them clips, but got some Guzmans home now. Need to do some work on my laptop and then chilling out and bedtime. That has been a hectic Monday, but thanks for coming along for the ride. Hope you got something out of all the talking I've been doing. I feel like I've been talking all day to the phone, but anyway, I hope he's got something out of it. If you didn't, I'm sorry for wasting your time, but I'm about to chill out, go to bed, and I'll see you in the next one, which will probably be in like 2 days. Peace.